Hey, how's everyone doing? This is New York Dane. Yeah, how's your Saturday going? Or Sunday morning? Yeah, I figured I would do a video for you guys. It's been a busy day. You may have seen I posted a short video. I was over at the dump. I was calling it the mountains. Yeah, that's because on Long Island, most of the island is very flat. Only the North Shore where I am, that's where the hills are. But there's very little mountain regions on Long Island. So I kind of joked around. That area I showed you was actually an inactive, it used to be a dump many years ago. They put grass on it. It's all sealed off. There's no dump activity there. It is simply for dropping off yard debris and yard waste. And then I think they allow town residents to dump some garbage, but they take it over. There's a garbage burning facility. I'll have to film that next time. It's a giant smokestack. Yup. And it's in another town than where I live, but they have like a agreement that you can bring your stuff there. Yeah. The deal is if you let the garbage men pick it up at your house, it's a joke and a half. You have to tie sticks, yard debris into little bundles like this big and put it out for the garbage. It'll take forever. Yeah, they won't pick it up. If you put that giant stump thing, if you put that out there, they're not going to pick it up, guys. Yeah, it's in the short section of my channel. I should mention that on the short videos. That's right. Yeah. So I got me notes here, right here, me lads. Some Sarasota Tim talk this evening. He's got the luck of the leprechaun. The gold wing came back fixed, me lads. Probably was a bunch of BS to begin with. Yeah. So get this. Sarasota made a video that was over a half hour long just talking about this damn gold wing, and he was going around in a circle. He basically said a whole bunch of nothing. Half hour he's rant. I don't know how these videos get views, guys. It is craziness. It is craziness. The algorithm, how does it work? Okay, I couldn't watch that whole video. I watched a little bit, some dribs and drabs. The bottom line is the dealer reprogrammed his motorcycle's ECM computer. Yeah, the engine computer that controls the shifting and everything. And he claims that was a major improvement. Now the bike's doubled in value. The previous owners didn't know what was going on. They never got to ride it. They never got the experience of a real gold wing. Bunch of bull. It's all bull, guys. That bike was shifting fine. He drove it all the way down from the Carolinas or Georgia down to Florida on the highway. This is a bunch of nonsense. I still think that he put it in manual mode and he was showing that on his video and he's just talking it up. And what was going on, he brought it to the dealer and he said it was surging. And the dealer checked in their computers, and it's just like with your car. They do this with cars as well, definitely. Leslie had this done with her Volkswagen. They check in the computer and they see if there's an updated program for your car's ECM, and they'll flash it, they call. That's when they plug the computer into their dealer computer network, the system, and they just reflash, they reprogram your ECM with the latest update. Yeah, I think he's making up a lot of stuff. I don't think it was really hanging in the gears. I think that's malarkey. It's bullcrap. I think he was doing that just to make a video. And then when he said it was surging, he talked that up too when he was in Georgia. But then when he was back in Florida, he was filming one time. He was over by the beach, I think, a few days ago. And he was like, "Oh, there's that surging again. Oh my gosh, you hear that?" And the thing was idling fine. It was just going, it was just a very slight, it was like, and cars do that. It's the program, it's the oxygen sensor. They're constantly adjusting the mixture that it runs at. So as they adjust the mixture too lean, it slows down a little bit, etc., or too rich, then it's adjusted back the other way. It's very minor, and I think just about any modern gas car will do that a little bit. Yeah, I know in the 1980s, a lot of the General Motors cars, I had one with a 4-cylinder, and it had a computer with throttle body injection. That thing would always do that when it idled. Yeah, it would run even my Mustang, I think, does it if you listen carefully. Of course, it's a V8, so it's a little more smooth, but the only one that doesn't do it is the Benz, because that's a diesel. There's no feedback circuit. There's no oxygen sensor. It stays at one constant idle. Yeah, that's a machine, the diesel. But anyway, long story short, I think Tim just brought that in and said the idle was surging, and I think the transmission thing was made up. I don't believe it. He put it in manual mode and he was fooling around. Yeah. You believe that? What people to go through to get views on their video. Make stuff up. Yeah. Pretty crazy stuff, guys. So guess what? So his first video of the day, he tricked us. He, instead of calling it Crushing It for Christ, he pretended it was morning chat. And he turned it into a religious a big preaching video. He was talking about his scripture. He tried to read some stuff from the Bible. He was making a big deal. And he showed us he has a little rubber baby Jesus that he carries in his pocket. Yeah, he keeps a little rubber in his wallet there, just in case. So he's prepared. He keeps a small rubber in his pocket. Happens to be in the shape of Jesus. And he was like, this isn't an idol. Don't make no mistake. It's not an idol. I don't know. So, yeah, he was preaching about that stuff. He made a religious video to start the day. It's been Dullsville today, guys. It's been Dullsville. Yeah, his channel's at the same location that I brought that trailer to this morning. The branches today. So, what else did he do? Is there another video? Oh, yeah. Then he did a ride to St. Armand's at nighttime on the Goldwing. I guess he wanted to test it. And he's claiming that the lights work well. He was trying to test the lighting. See how it works at night, right? He walked around St. Armand's and filmed. You know, it's like the mall, basically. I was at the mall today, too. I'm putting that up on the channel. Same deal, different place. Big deal. I almost wonder, I don't know what you guys think about this, but you know how Tim, he has problems with his vision, and he's always, with the truck even, he's always saying, oh, I don't want to drive at night. I want to avoid that. He's always saying stuff like that. What do you guys think? Is Miss Tammy still in the picture? And could it be that Miss Tammy drove the Goldwing? She wanted to go over to St. Armand's. She drove the Goldwing and Tim rode on the back. Is that possible? I don't know. Might be far-fetched. She might be too small to balance that Goldwing or to put her feet down. I don't know. I don't know how it worked. Or maybe Tim's like, I'll put my feet down. I got the boots on. When we come to a stop, I'll put my feet down. You just handle driving it. It's automatic transmission, guys. Anyone could drive it. Tim's like, I'll balance it from the back seat and I'll put my feet down when we stop. You just drive it. You just do the steering wheel at night. I don't know. That somehow he got it over there to St. Armand's. He didn't film any of the ride, which is kind of strange too, because he has that camera mount. How come he's not filming the ride over at night? How come he's not showing what it looks like? What's the lighting look like? Yeah, could it be that Miss T was in the front seat of that bike? That's why we don't see it? Those are the videos he did today, guys. That's the deal right there. Nomadic Fanatic, nothing. A big fat goose egg today. He's busy with the bus trip. And the thing is, he has to edit his videos. It takes a long time. It takes him a long time to make a video. He has to make... There's an old saying. He takes his video footage, which could be considered like chicken crap, and he has to make chicken salad out of it. Yeah, takes a while to do that. It's a tough assignment. So we got to wait for Tater to put something new out. See what's going on with the bus. Tater doesn't seem to do updates. That's kind of crappy. I kind of like these videos that are more instant, where you see like it's more like live, you know? Tater's videos aren't really like live. They're like old when they come out. Yeah. It's like a cable TV series. You got to wait for the next episode, but it was filmed a while ago. So that's what's going on. Got a bunch of comments. A lot of people commenting. Ha, ha, ha. They're like, leave your trailer at the dump and your van. They're like, just leave it there and walk home. Huh. After I did all that work repairing the trailer, and I had to repair the van's fuel lines, and I took the whole fuel tank out of the van last summer, and I had to clean it out and re-weld it back together. What a mess. Yeah. No, it's finally running well. Now I just got to do a little Bondo work on that rear quarter panel thing and fix the exhaust hanger. Minor stuff. I got so many projects. I gotta get busy, and I gotta work. I gotta start early. I got my work cut out for me. Fingers crossed the weather stays warm in New York. I can deal with it if it's close to 50. Yeah, it was nice out today to do work. Little damp. It had rain last night. I didn't expect that. So all that wood in the trailer was all wet. Yeah, I didn't expect that to happen, but it's better than snow. So, yeah, the name of the game with me is I got to MacGyver everything. Just got to work at it. Keep everything going, you know. It's tough. But once you fix it, you know, the thing, yeah, people have been commenting about the old cars versus new cars, that kind of thing. Yeah, you know, the deal is people are afraid of like driving an older car, but really, if you go over the whole car yourself and you know it, you're better off than a new car, because if something breaks, you kind of know what the heck it is that broke, and you might be able to fix it right away. Or and a new car, something could happen that's like minor, and you're out like the dealers, you're at the mechanic's mercy. A lot of the new cars have complex computers, and you need special, like a proprietary unit to like do anything with the codes. And if something triggers a code, you might not be able to repair this yourself. It could leave you stranded too. Yeah, it's kind of scary. I'm not big on these new cars. They sell it on like it's got Apple Play in it and all these connectivity features, all that is garbage. It's gonna, if it breaks, it's built into the dashboard, and you got to bring it to the dealer, and they got to like get different screens, and the whole thing's a disaster. Yeah, if you're better off having an old car, just buy a damn computer tablet and glue it to the damn dashboard. Yeah, how's that for you? And then put a system in that will play stereo off your tablet. Yeah. So don't buy into it, guys. Don't buy into it. Yeah. I like driving my car around. I don't know. I like that car. The Benz. The diesel. It's pretty cool. Yeah, it vibrates a little bit. It is what it is. At certain RPMs, it rattles. It's pretty good. Oh, I filled it up today, and I got 19.75 miles per gallon. And that's damn good for driving a huge car like that. And most of that was around, most of it was around town driving. So, take that. Oh, okay, there's something on my notes here. Get this. Sarasota Tim thinks, he mentioned in his video, he's testing out his internet speeds, and he thinks switching his videos to 4K is going to really help his channel. He thinks the algorithm wants 4K, and that's going to pump, it's going to save his channel. It's a miraculous idea. Like, you need to see a vlogger who's just talking in the camera like me. You need to see that in 4K. It's going to make all the difference in the world. Huh. This reminds me of the old saying. I used to go to a golf shop, and I would try different golf clubs, different ones out, different drivers. They had like a simulator. Yeah, it was really cool. It was called Golfsmith. Unfortunately, it closed down. Get it? You could go in there and essentially use the simulator for free, trying different swings. But the salesman, one of the guys there, we were talking about the different drivers, and he's like, "It's always the arrows and never the Indian." Huh? That reminds me of Sarasota Tim thinking the 4K is gonna help his channel. Believe me, his content is so damn dull. He's damn lucky. The viewage he gets, he's lucky he even gets that. You're not going to get more views on those videos. They're not that good. Nope. And a lot of people are just watching his channel because of the hater community and all the commentators involved with the circle of it. Yeah, that's what most people are listening to. Yeah, his original vids it's amazing they get the views. It really is. It's not like great video footage. Yeah. And here I'm bringing you on my channel, I'm bringing you better footage, better content than Adam the Woo even. Forget Sarasota Tim. Forget Nomadic Fanatic. I'm bringing you better content than Adam the Woo. Yup. And especially, I do a lot of stuff. I'm not always doing commentary. I do cool stuff. I just went to Connecticut the other week and posted that. Was that last weekend? No, maybe the week before. I don't know, but it's very scary how fast time's going by. Man. Yeah, I made you all those cruise videos. There's a ton of original vids. Go back on the channel and check them out. I'm going to be putting also playlists together, more playlists. I already have some, and I have music playlists too. But go back, just scroll back under videos. You'll see the cool content. A lot of cool stuff on there to watch. All kinds of stuff. I did the Bartender's High video in the middle of the night in Northport. Not a soul around. Back in April. I was in Florida. I did that Lake Okeechobee trip. I did a whole bunch of stuff in Florida. Not just Tim. Not just Sarasota stuff. Yeah. I showed you that cool beach right where Sarasota used to live. What is that called? Boynton Beach? Lake Worth Beach? Yeah. I filmed that at night. There was a lot of cool stuff going on. I filmed a ton of cool stuff. Boca. Did that. But I also around here, there's a ton of stuff on the channel. I went out to the East End. I had the e-bike. I filmed Southold. Filmed a lot of cool stuff out there. Where Einstein used to spend his summer. Albert Einstein. Yeah. There's a lot of stuff, guys. Over 1,000 videos I brought you guys on the channel. It's all there. I leave everything up. The only thing I've taken down is like there were very few that had like copyrighted music or some issue where it's better not to have those up because I don't want my channel to get in trouble either. Or just maybe like 5 videos out of 1,000 that I have had to take down. They were made maybe before I was monetized and they had like copyrighted stuff in them. Yeah. But every video I leave up, it's all there. So, yeah. What else we got going on here? Oh, yeah. The cruise death of that poor girl. There's some more information about that. A little bit more information. Yeah, I should probably even do that almost as a separate video. But what seems to have happened, the latest I heard on Inside Edition, they said the girl went to dinner the night before she was found dead. She was at dinner and she told her family that she wasn't feeling well and she was going to go back to her cabin early. Now, she was sharing a separate cabin with her stepbrother, so she wasn't in the parents' cabin. The stepbrother's 16, and he's actually a suspect, they're saying, in the murder or in the girl's death. We don't know if it was murder yet or not. So she left the table early or the dinner early and she went back to her cabin. The next day, the cleaning lady found her at 11:17 in the morning and she was under the bed wrapped in a sheet and they put life jackets around her. So I guess when you look under the bed, you're like, oh, there's the life jackets. Oh, we don't need those. The ship's not sinking. Yeah. Very, very strange. Well, whoever did that, the plan didn't work because the cleaning lady found it right away. Yeah. They also sometimes they keep some of an extra comforter or extra sheet blanket under the bed. And maybe when she vacuumed, she noticed maybe the vacuum didn't go under the bed that much. Because when I went on the cruise, I looked under my bed and there's a lot of room under there. And I bet you they vacuum under the bed. I bet you that's how it happened. So they do check. They do a thorough job cleaning, cleaning the room on Carnival, apparently. So the poor girl, she wrapped up in a bed sheets, put under there. It's a strange, strange situation. And I'm just going to play devil's advocate. Yeah, they think maybe it's the stepbrother that was sharing the room with her. But get this. Here's another scenario. What if she was just saying she wasn't feeling good because she wanted to meet up with perhaps someone she met on the cruise? Maybe there was a Don Juan on board or somebody that she had a romantic interest with. What if she left early to do that and then it didn't go well? Maybe she invited the guy back to her cabin. Maybe the stepbrother was still at dinner. She figured they could use the cabin and something went bad. And that guy did it. And then he hid her under the bed in there. And then the stepbrother went back in at night and he didn't even know. And he slept in the bed and they didn't know where she was. They thought she was out. She went out to a party on board the ship. There's a lot of parties in the evening, a lot of activities on the cruises. So, yeah, she could have been doing something like that and he might have not been the wiser. He was like, oh, she must be out doing at the disco or something on board the ship. He went to bed, and then the next day when they went to breakfast, he's like, oh, she's missing. She never came in. And then the cleaning lady found what happened. It could be. Who knows? Very strange scenario. Very strange. It's a real mystery. And then there's that other cruise lady that disappeared from the cruise ship that was on the Netflix series. I got to talk about that one too. And I'll do a separate video. But I'm just telling you the latest. I literally just heard about this in the last maybe 14 hours about the crew. The more information about how the girl wasn't feeling well. She went back early from dinner and stuff. This just came about. So, yeah, we'll have to see what the deal is with that. So, here's the thing with my vids. I shot more footage at the mall. I'm going to be putting those up as short vids because they're in the wrong orientation. I was holding the phone this way. Yeah. They probably should go up as shorts. I would merge it into this video, but I think it's better. Let me post this one right away. And then I'll post the short videos. And guess what? I don't know if I told you guys, but I finally got over to the Apple store. I checked out that iPhone Pro Max 17. It's in the short vid. You'll see it on my channel. Yeah. So that's what's happening here, guys. Hope everyone has, well, by the time this posts, it's going to be Sunday morning. Hope everyone has a great morning. Hope you get sleep if you're a late bird like me. All right, I will see you guys soon. A lot of cool stuff coming up. I might be out and about tomorrow. I'll show you guys. Hit the thumbs up. Your friend, New York Dan. And check my channel short section for more vids. I'll see you guys soon. Over and out.